Hello and welcome to Season Quest. This is Gore Part 2. Gore is Tom's TTRPG that he made himself. It's all playing card based and it's a little bit less random than D&D. Anyway, we hope you enjoy it. It was very, very fun to film. I don't try to intimidate it back or anything. I'm just focused on getting it dead.
Yeah.
And once the quietness has settled, after it stops yelling and the rest of them have run away, I get up and I keep walking.
Oh.
What do you want me to do?
Step on its neck.
You stop asking me to step on things next.
You can do that when you leave.
Can you step on my neck later?
Moosehead gets up and is kind of nods his head to get everyone to follow along. He does his whistle. And he walks up to you and he reaches into his bag and he pulls out something you haven't seen in a really long time. And he gives you
your father.
He gives you a Snickers.
Oh. Hungry?
Thanks.
And he kind of pats you on the back and is did good.
Thanks.
And he continues to walk forwards ahead of you guys. Obviously a little bit more watchful now.
Yeah.
After what happened.
I just put it in my bag.
Yeah.
I pull Bernie out of the snow and I sort of move him along.
Yeah.
I'm go on, kiddo. I go back and step on that fucking monkey's neck.
Why?
Monkey is very offensive in our culture. We are apes. Planet of the Apes reference. Escape from the Planet of the Apes reference. That's what they say in Escape from the Planet of the Apes. We are not monkeys. We are chimpanzees.
Fast and Furious ape.
Cornelius.
And we keep walking.
Caesar.
I'm a little bit not jealous, I guess, but envious that Scraps got my father's attention and affirmation, whereas
I climbed a tree.
I'm still seeking approval.
And Snickers.
And Snickers, mainly Snickers. But I do get
get a treat.
I do get the blanket out of my brother's bag and kind of pop that around him.
Yeah.
Because he'll be cold from the snow.
And he's shaking. He looks really scared. But he's putting on a brave face and he says, "Wasn't I tough?"
We all continue walking in silence.
We're all there. I forget that I'm allowed to participate.
You're far ahead. You can't participate with this boy.
I don't participate.
Fuck you. So you say nothing to
I
your
say
brother?
nothing. I pop the blanket round him and kind of just pat him on the shoulder twice. We continue walking.
He sniffles.
He'll be used to it from our father, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you should do for kids who have been neglected. Continue to neglect them.
Yeah.
They're used to it.
Get used to it, kiddo. No one's ever going to love you.
Builds character.
Yeah.
After a bit, before it starts getting dark, I said to Moosehead, we should probably set up camp so we can light a fire before it gets dark and put it out. The kids will need to warm up.
Good call. Good call.
You're smart for a trash-eating lion.
Nothing smarter than eating trash in the apocalypse. There's plenty of it.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Young man. There's no need to eat trash.
Yes, sir. Young man. Eat your lion. Plastic. You should have taken the chimps for food. Moosehead finds a little clearing. Ooh, it can gather wood.
Me.
Alright. Go off then.
He's got the hatchet as well.
Go on then.
Go off then.
What?
You got a hatchet.
I have a hatchet.
Can I borrow the hatchet, please?
Sure, you can go forge.
Forge?
And I try not to go too far.
Yeah.
So even if I'm a little bit in the forest, I can still see the others.
Yeah.
And I get some twigs for kindling, and then I try to find some bigger branches and stuff. We don't need a big fire or anything, but just something to warm us through.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, Moosehead sets up your guys' tent and everyone else's tent. He's doing that chore for you guys. And starts to unpack the food. And he goes over to Bernie and he goes, "You right, boy?" And Bernie goes, "I'm okay, Dad."
Okay, Dad.
I'm okay, Dad. And he goes, "Good. Yeah. Sure you eat up tonight. You'll be hungry." And he pulls out a couple
Beans.
couple beans, couple cans of beans, some of the jerky from the house.
It's a good meal.
And once the fire starts going, he sort of, heats up the beans and he hands it out to everyone. And he eats his beans in silence.
I just eat the cans.
Damn, you're handy. As he eats, could everyone draw a random card for me?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I can.
10.
9
6.
of
You
my
guys-
lucky suit, if that helps.
Oh, also
Yeah,
my
it
lucky
does.
suit.
You guys would all notice this, and you two, being Visitor and Shork, you would notice more of this than Scraps. So Scraps, what you see is when Moosehead lifts up his thing to eat, you see through his mouth, and you can see looks almost like scaly jerky, like it's like burnt scales. You know what I mean? Doesn't look appealing. It's like the scales are long and wrinkly and dragged for some reason, and you can see that even up to his lips, which doesn't really have any visible lips. He's more just got sort of like lines, and you two would notice that like sort of scaliness is spreading even through to the neck, and it's tight
Ugh.
around there.
Ugh. I don't want to know what that mouth do.
Yet.
Do you know what we need to remember to do tonight? Rest and recover.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
an ability in this game
No, I'm
where you
alright.
sleep and you get your health back, and you can reshuffle your deck and redraw your hand.
Scraps is a little bit fucked up.
Yeah.
Scraps is scraps.
I mean, you would have to recover in this time because you haven't slept. You did sleep last night, but you didn't get the recovery thing. So let's say you didn't sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of up worrying about these eyes that I saw that night.
So rest you only need an hour, but recovery you need like a full night's sleep.
Yeah.
So visitor and I probably only rested last night.
Yeah. So you can choose to either partially replace your health cards or fully replace them. Or you can keep whichever health cards you think are good,
Neither Charlie nor I have taken damage.
but you can choose to swap them out.
I want to swap.
So you can swap your 2 out if you want and keep your ace. If
Yeah, I
you
think that's the better move than what I was thinking.
You're just gonna get rid of them both. Whoa, Lucy got health.
I just pulled 20 health.
Do I just pull from the deck and swap?
Yeah, and you can fully recover your hand. So if you've spent any cards from your hand, you can get yourself back up to 7. You guys have a great sleep and you feel nice and full and stuff, and you wake up next morning ready to go out into the world. And just like last night, you do hear some noises. You don't hear them anymore, but you do hear that whistling sort of noise, that and you hear lots of loud crunching, but it's not that close to you, you know what I mean?
Like something walking?
Yeah.
Mm.
Something big walking. The walk continues, and
So goes our trek.
Moosehead wakes everyone up at the crack of dawn. He's prepared breakfast for everyone, which is just some jerky. He pulls Scraps and Chalk aside, and he goes, "You two are going to be going through a river today." It's like, I'm Australian now. Fargo. I'm going to be going through a river today. I need you to carry the kids' backpacks over their heads. Maybe carry the kids too.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, Dad.
Good. All right. Let's go. And he starts to walk. Should only be one more day of hiking.
The Great Migration.
The Great Migration.
Ice Age.
2. The Great Meltdown. The Meltdown. Ice Age 3. Dawn of the Dinosaurs. Ice Age 4. Continental Drift. Ice Age 5. The one with the meteor.
We get to the river.
Yeah, as you walk through, you hear that. And just as you get to the river, Moosehead stops you. And he gestures to lower down.
Yeah, I
I
dropped it.
hunker.
Yeah, I dropped down.
And you see through his arms, splashing through the water, probably the biggest bear you've ever seen.
Oh. And it's just whistling a little ditty.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
hear
bear.
little whistles coming from the bear, like little. He sort of turns its head towards the whistles and starts to lumber into the forest after going through the water.
Oh, it goes towards the whistle, so the bear wasn't whistling.
Yeah, it heads in the direction of where the whistling directed. You
That's 2 problems taking care of each other.
Nice. We sit back and wait.
Yeah. And you wait, and the bear sort of gets a safe distance away, and you start to head through again.
Things Lucy says when Tom and Charlie decide they're going to play the Switch. Yeah, there's 2 problems looking after each other.
100%.
And as you walk through the river, it's actually pretty big, like pretty tough to handle river.
Mm-hmm.
I'd take, which kid's older again? Red Wing?
Mm-hmm.
I'd take him and like the 2 bigger backpacks because I am strong.
I've got, it's one of my skills is swimming, so I imagine I can use that to have Bernie up on my shoulders as well as his bag and mine and try and get us all through.
I feel like here's what Lucy was thinking. Kid wears 1 backpack on their back and then 1 on their front, and they're up on our shoulders.
Sure.
That's the clever way.
And I'm visitor.
You've got to carry your big backpack that actually
You've got
has
all the
things in
gear.
it.
I need everybody to make a random card check against that 5.
I drew a face-up card, so I get rid of it, right?
Yeah. You fail.
I fail. I got a 3.
You.
Plus your swim.
Oh, +1 to swim.
Damn. Still failed.
Yeah.
You're walking through the river, and you're a little shorter than Scraps, even though Scraps is a big, tall lion girl.
Sorry, I have written down on here lion-esque. Still lioness. That's a funny joke.
It's not how you spell esque.
Go to hell.
Just knew you wouldn't spell it right.
Wow, no way. Lucy spelled something wrong. What an original bit.
Spell things better.
Be a better friend.
No. You, as you're going through, you only fail by 1. As you're going through, your bag gets swept up by the rapids. And
My bag, personal bag, or the kid's bag?
Your bag, personal bag. Let's say that Bernie dropped it,
Yeah.
and it goes through the rapids, and it's lost.
It's a good thing you didn't really know how to pack.
Exactly.
I mean, you didn't lose that much. It would have been worse if you had lost your bag. That would have been really bad.
Yeah.
You would have lost everything: the hatchet,
The salves.
the salves, and the jerky,
The Sal's
and the
has
yummy
some pizza in my
spices.
bag.
I obviously was trying to like show off and show how good of a swimmer I was. I've been practicing in the bathtub and the trough at home.
And Bernie's face is underwater, like.
And he lets go of the bag, and I just keep going because I'm like, oh, I'm doing so well. I'm getting across this river so quick.
Yeah, and when you get across, Moosehead's waiting for you, and he gives you a slap around the back of the head. What were you thinking?
Hey, leave him alone.
Back off.
I was
You
protecting.
take one of the extra bags of one of the kids.
That's a good point.
Scraps, this is between my father and I. Stay out of it. And I try to intimidate Scraps to like back down and like not stand up for me in this
The
situation.
drama.
Contested check, please.
Hello?
I
That's
just do a
random,
random.
right?
You can do. You can pick one if you
yeah,
want.
you can pick one if you want.
But
or
does
you
he
can do
play
random.
first, and then I do random because he's
Yeah,
contesting? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can do random or pick one from your hand. Go. But we've both played my lucky one.
Damn. I have no relation to diamonds.
Yeah, but so you would get +1, but you get +3 for
+3 to
intimidation.
intimidate.
Ah,
So
okay.
9.
So 9 to 6, 9 wins. By 3, so you're probably pretty intimidated. That's up to you how that would manifest.
I just kind of like stare him down, but I wouldn't like dare say something else, unless it was like to personally protect me.
Dad, I was just trying to get us across safely. I didn't even realize he dropped a bag.
It's okay. You're across safely, so is your brother. That's what matters most. It's just that gear could help you out. He takes off his bag and he hands it to you.
What an arsehole. He won't carry the kid's bags, and now I've got to carry his as well.
Okay, he'll put it back on.
No, it's fine, it's fine. He does have multiple packs, I'm sure. He's got all the tents.
Yeah, he's got the big pack.
Pre-tense, past tense. He's really tense because his wife just died.
He gives you his like survival pack, but he's
Yeah.
keeping his main pack on himself. And he sort of jabs at your chest. Don't lose it.
Next time I'll drop the kid instead of the bag. How about that? And they kind of like storm off a little, but it's more of like a show of tantrum rather than actually being upset or leaving.
Let's light a fire. It's fucking freezing.
I want him to get mad, but I don't think he would get. I think he's just a little bit. He's kind of disappointed in himself for not being a good enough dad.
No.
Don't have time. We've got to go. We don't. We just left camp.
I didn't say anything.
You said let's light a fire. It's fucking freezing.
Yeah, and then I didn't say anything after you made your point, and then you kept going.
I'm gonna name the bear Chekhov.
After Chekhov's gun. Why would you name him that?
Because the bear has a gun.
He's never coming back. There's never going to be another bear. There's no bears in Season Quest.
So I guess we keep going then.
Says Tom with his bare feet.
He, yeah, you guys head through. If you're starting to get cold, you've always got your blankies and stuff.
Yeah, we make sure the kids are bundled up.
I mean, I'm wearing a kid as a scarf. That's pretty warm.
And you're kind of probably getting a bit
Odin's
stinky.
in a weird way.
We're not going in the direction of the bear, right? We're going in another direction.
You're heading in
An
a
entirely different direction.
If the bear was heading, say, northeast, you're heading north. You know what I mean?
Okay, so we're bearing north.
Can everyone play me a card? Draw me a card.
Random.
Random?
I got a 3.
That's a cool fucking card.
I got a jack.
I got a 3 in my unlucky suit.
That's fine. It doesn't affect you unless it's a contest.
I got 6.
I got an 8. Today's doing better for scraps.
Shork, you are
Die.
starting to shiver. It's cold.
Yeah. I stormed off before they'd all decided to put blankets on, I guess.
I'm also just going to do one for the kids as well. They're fine.
And here's one for the kids.
You're the only one who's really cold.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it?
No, I'm actually cold-blooded. Haha, I'm a shark. No, I think I shrug it off.
Hit at you.
I think I shrug it off and I keep going.
Yeah, power through.
Yeah.
You're going to have...
Not the smartest choice, but it's the correct choice for him.
You're going to have a -1.
Yeah.
To everything?
To everything
To
for
everything.
until I warm up.
Yeah. You're
Got it.
chilly.
Just like Ark.
I sort of move over towards Shork.
Stupid name.
And as I'm walking, I pick up a branch and start wrapping it in some scrap, and then rub some salves on it, and light a torch for him with my flint. Just hand it over. I'm like, here, you're shivering.
Oh.
You give Quaven, Shork, the fiery torch,
Thank you.
and it starts to warm you up. It's nice.
I've got a big old bright light that's just pointing at us now. You're welcome.
Yeah, no worries. You continue to walk, and it's a pretty thick brush area where I almost called him Moose Dad. Moosehead has pushed ahead. He's kind of disappeared from sight, and at a certain point you realize that you can't see him anymore, which is what happens when someone pushes out of your sight. But you can't see him at all.
I just kind of mutter to myself, mad that he's kind of meant to be taking us somewhere to keep us safe, and he's just kind of stormed off. I would carry on in the direction we're heading though.
Yeah. Has he stormed off, or has it happened?
If it had happened, he wouldn't have left.
True.
I sniff. I try and sense my dad. I try and figure out which direction he is, like if he's continuing or if he's sidled off to one side.
So you got 7?
Yeah.
You sniff the scent of your dad on the air, and you can't smell him. He's not going straight anymore. At some point, he's
Oh my god.
twisted off, and he's somehow behind you.
He's with that bear.
Almost there's sort of a smell, and then it sort of just fades away but at some point he's gotten behind you somehow.
Do you pass that on to us?
Yeah. Seems like Dad's fallen behind us. I'm not sure why. Should we keep going or should we turn back?
We'll keep going.
Yeah, I think that obviously the direction we're going is the right way. If he's fallen back, maybe to just keep up defense behind us, that's all well and good, but we have to keep going the way we were going.
Where's Dad?
Probably gone to check something out. I'll lead you, and I point to visitor. You stay at the back and keep an eye on everyone. Yeah, I just want the kids to not be at the front or back of the walking order.
So you
Do you want to be in the middle?
Yeah, I'm in the
Sure.
middle. I've
Yeah.
got both kids with me, I guess, for a bit. Or do you
Yeah,
still
and
have one
I'll-
on your shoulder?
Yeah, you keep the kids with you, because then me and visitor are ready if anything happens.
You hear a whistling, and then you hear a...
That last one sounded like Dad's whistle.
Is he saying come towards that?
Usually, yes, that's what that whistle means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've heard a lot of whistling though.
But if Dad's in trouble, then we need to help him.
He won't be in trouble. He's your dad. He'll be fine.
He whistled. We've got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm keen.
We'll just keep an ear out in case we hear anything else, but we'll keep going.
Okay. Just to keep the kids safe, we should stick together, I guess.
Yeah, if he's in trouble, we don't want to have these two going towards it, you know?
I guess would I know what whistle to whistle back if I was going to be like...
You just always head to him when he whistles. That just means, come, I need you, boy.
Do we all hear it?
Yeah.
There it is again, and it does sound like Dad. I think we should need to go back.
What do you think?
I think I should go ahead and check out, and then let you guys know if it's safe.
Yeah, all right.
Sounds good.
All right, I'm gonna stealth towards the sound of the whistle.
Sure thing. Let's contest that stealth check.
Sure thing.
You won't know what's contesting it yet.
Okay. I figure this is an important one. I'm gonna go ahead and check out an 8 plus 3.
It's a 9 plus nothing, so you pass by 2. You're stealthed successfully. You head towards the sound, and that whistle's sort of like every now and then it comes back. You can also hear other whistles, but they don't necessarily sound like they're coming from the exact same place. It's hard to kind of place it almost like it's around you, right? So you hear those like, and then you hear the, and after a while, all of those whistles start to become that straight, the dad whistle, the moosehead whistle.
So as I'm going through, my skin starts to get like a little bit more clear, and my black hair turns almost white, and I sort of blend in with the snow around me, stealthing through.
And you creep through the snow and get closer and closer to the noise, and you hear great big crunchings, like breaking through snow and twigs, like this noise. And like at a certain point, you kind of break through the clearing, and you see the bear from earlier, and you hear the whistles, and they're closer than ever before. You look up at this bear, just trudging towards you. It's got a huge, huge black nose, taking big sniffs. And you see further up, instead of eyes, it's almost growing out these like black horn shapes, like a deer's horns. And on each of the horns sits little birds.
So they're making the dad whistle.
And they're whistling, and all of them turn to you and whistle. And the bear's ears perk up. It starts to slowly trudge in your direction. Doesn't know exactly where you are. You sort of blend it in, but it starts to smell. What do you want to do?
How far away is he from us? She from us?
Within... You would like hear if she shouted,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but not within like sight.
Especially when she's hiding.
Okay, I have an idea.
Yeah?
Yeah. I take out the hatchet, and I've let my hair grow quite a while without cutting it. So I grab like a big lock and cut it like halfway through. And when I cut it, the hair that gets cut off all turns back to black. And I just chuck it like far away from me as I run back towards the others as stealthily as possible. Just sort of making like a stench and sight distraction.
Yeah, and at the same time, even then, when you cut it, it makes a noise, like a ripping noise. And when you throw it, the birds all twist their heads, and they do a sharp, they go, and they do their whistle. The bear twists its head, starts to lumber towards that the hair. As you start to head back towards the gang, aware now that the bear is sort of heading in your direction.
Yeah.
Do you guys like the bear?
I do.
I don't. It's creepy.
Thought of that a while ago.
He's the bear with brown fuzzy hair.
Have you seen
Annihilation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watched Annihilation again when I was going to do this Gore, not for you guys, just for everyone. Watched Annihilation again to get to remember some cool monsters from that and steal some of them.
Yeah.
But I only ended up... I mean, the bear's not really stolen.
No.
It's just there's a bear in that, and I love bear.
Yeah. So I make it back to the group, I assume. And I'm like, the whistling is not Moosehead.
What? Then where is he?
I don't know where Moosehead is, but the whistling is coming from the bear, in a way, kind of.
Bear's nearby.
The bear is nearby, and it's coming towards us now.
Let's go. And I kind of set off in a march, kind of in the same direction we keep going.
I take the two kids by the hand and trudge behind Scraps, either giving the torch to one of the kids or to Scraps
Other kids can have it.
so they can see better, since I'm holding both their hands.
I mean, it's not dark, so...
It's daytime.
Oh, yeah.
It's for your warmth.
Right.
Yeah, we can say that you warmed up from the torch if you wanted to cross off the -1. Didn't end up doing anything. Charlie had forward thinking with his salves. Fucking salves.
As we keep going, I try to, like, if we get back to the forest or anything, I want to look for spots where we can kind of hide if anything happens, because I know, like, me, Shulk, and Visitor could probably put up a bit of a fight, but the kids can't, and things go for the weak things, so I want to be able to protect them as best as we can.
Yeah. I mean, you pass by, like, a cave on the way.
Bear home.
Bear home.
Bear home.
Tom's not gonna get us with that one. That's the bear's home.
We're not going in the bear home.
Just gotta. I mean, you were looking for places to hide and big cave.
That's filled with little baby bears that bear's gonna protect.
As we walk past, I point to it and I go, bear home.
And then you keep kind of walking forwards, and at this point you've sort of hit like a stone cliff area. I don't know how it is in Canada, but if you've ever been to Yosemite, where those big cliffs just sort of like seem to go on forever, sort of like along the sides of one of those, still following that same straight track. Imagine you have a compass or something, and you're just following the compass the same direction that...
Yeah.
Sorry. Moosehead was going.
Don't lie. We know you're not yawning for real. We know you fake yawn to have people think you have empathy.
Shut up! Can I take a pee break?
Sure.
I'm gonna refill my drink real quick though. And by that I do mean with Charlie's PP.
Are you having fun, Tom?
Yeah. As you walk through at the front of the line, you
This is
see
at twilight at night. The others are gone.
you see scrambling ahead of you, like looking a little lost maybe, but definitely up on the cliff, you see Moosehead. You're the only one that notices him.
Is he going the same way we are?
Yeah.
Are you talking about me?
I'm gonna go get some water while Charlie pees.
We keep going kind of along the base of the cliff, right?
Yeah.
And it's a sheer cliff. You'd have to like climb up, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So we just keep going.
You'd need to be at least. You have to be pretty good at rock climbing to climb that. Let's just say that, you know. And I'm not saying me. I'm saying Alex Honnold type beat. You know what I'm saying, guys? Anyways, as you walk through, you can still hear the whistling, but you can tell that it's sort of like in the distance. And you get to a river, and Redwing just collapses. Like falls to the ground. It's like a small little creek, and Redwing just falls to the ground. Not like dead, but clearly exhausted.
I pick him up. If we have us and the bear on opposite sides of this creek, that might help. Let's set camp up just on the other side of the creek.
We did see the bear swimming pretty easily.
Good point. Is there anything that looks like a place where we could set up camp would be a bit more hidden?
It's kind of hard to tell. Where you guys are right now, you're kind of still just in the forest. You're not like in a clearing, so there's not really any places that are more hidden. But I guess if you wanted to be further away from the cliff, that would be technically more like, you know, shrubby.
I think against the cliff would be pretty good. That nothing can get us from that side.
And we can fortify it.
Yeah.
We can fortify it.
We start setting up a camp against the cliff.
Yeah. Who wants to set up tent?
I'm not very good at it. Yeah, you do it. I collect some firewood.
Redwing kind of looks up at you, you Shork.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like, I can keep going. I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
No, it's good that we get some rest. Now that I'm all warmed up, I can make us a bit of lunch. That's what Dad would want. He gave me his pack before he...
Is Dad gone?
I don't know. I imagine he'll meet us at the camp if he's...
He's looking out for danger.
We'll get in, just set up one of the tents. We'll get an hour's rest and keep going.
Listen, guys, I'm not a kid, okay? I'm not like Bernie. I know that something's going on, and I'm not just... I guess, like, whatever you have to say to keep Bernie safe, but I want to know what's happening with Dad.
Well, we don't know what's happening with Dad. That's the thing.
But he's strong and he's smart. and he's better at survival than the rest of us, he'll be fine.
I just don't get why he'd leave us. Sorry. I'm going to take a nap. And Red Wing puts his head down on the ground and starts to fall asleep.
I make sure his blanket's under him before I try and get some food ready for everyone.
Grab Red Wing and start kicking him over the fire.
You asleep?
Bernie, you get some rest too.
Yes, sir.
The monkeys.
Bernie.
Do we need to draw for other things we were doing or not?
Yeah. What was everyone doing, sorry? You were getting tent? No,
I
you
do
were
tent.
You were doing tent. You were doing firewood.
Yeah.
You were cooking food.
Yeah.
All right. We'll say easy, moderate. Ace, you find a fucking boatload of firewood.
I find some good firewood. I put a couple pieces in my bag to prepare us for tonight.
Yeah.
I drew a 4.
I drew a 2.
Oh,
No tent.
No tent.
yeah.
They just lie on the tent
This
stuff.
isn't a lean-to. I don't get the fabric part of it at all.
You try to kind of set the tent up against the cliff, and every time you go to put the pegs into the wall, it just goes think, and you're like, how does this work?
I've bent all the pegs.
Every peg is bent. We can't make a tent ever again. It is a 2. That's a catastrophic failure.
You bent all the pegs.
You bent all the pegs.
Yeah.
I bent all the pegs.
Fucking bent pig visitor. Wish you had a real name.
I do.
Bent pig Penny.
Just haven't told
I've
anyone.
got
I can
really
read it.
strong teeth because I eat cans and glass and stuff. Can I try and bend the tent pegs back with my mouth?
Sure, let's just do the cooking thing first.
Oh yeah.
You burn the food.
Yeah, I got a 4.
It's gross. Like, it's
Yeah.
edible, but it's not good, and it's kind of like like you've somehow burnt everything. Like, you burnt the bean can even, so it's not even appealing for Scraps to eat. Scraps is like charred. I love a good medium rare can.
I've never had a can with flavour.
Sadness.
Everyone else licks them all clean beforehand. It's just nothing. It's pure metal for you. I guess they would. It's the post-apocalypse.
So yeah, I get my extra firewood and then I try to fix the tent pegs with my teeth.
Go ahead, give it a go. A 4?
Of my good boy? Can I fix one?
Yeah, you fix one pig.
Yeah.
You
That's what I spend an hour doing, but I get it good.
You managed to get some of the can out of your teeth as well. It's really good for that. But otherwise, now you've just got wet pigs. As you're sitting at camp, you hear...
This is probably the most disappointing camp yet. No tent, no good food, and you're eating all the tent pegs.
I made a good fire.
Yeah, lovely fire. You hear in the distance, up on the cliffs.
Look, I didn't want to say this while the kids were up earlier, but Moosehead is definitely turning. I saw scales forming around his mouth, and he's mutating faster. If that even is him.
What?
He would be here with us if he wasn't turned.
I have no idea what he's doing.
Also,
but
could be the bear.
also could be the bear. I don't think it is. I saw him up on the cliff.
The bear?
No, Moosehead.
Oh,
Oh, I missed that.
when did that happen?
While you guys were in the bathroom.
Oh.
Told Lucy a secret.
Oh.
Right, you said we were against a cliff, and I was like, are we? Okay, I guess I wasn't listening.
I said you were against a cliff.
No, I knew about the cliff
I
part.
said the Yosemite. I said you described it as Yosemite-esque.
Ah, yes.
I don't know why he's not here with us, but we need to be careful and we need to protect those two.
I think if he's crazy and he tries to jump down and grab us, fall damage.
I don't think there's video games anymore.
The idea that video games are the only reason people take damage, like hurt themselves when they fall.
It's the only reason why people use the phrase fall damage. No D&D book survived. The perfect apocalypse.
Not after OGL.
I just kind of walk away from these two and sit down beside my brothers and try to lean against the cliff.
Fair.
You guys taking a rest?
Yeah, just a rest. So that is... We can't...
You can place your discard pile back into your deck and shuffle your deck.
Sure.
You may also draw 2 cards, switch a card in your hand with a card in the deck, or check 5 cards at the bottom of your deck.
I imagine we pack up camp and keep going after we rest for a bit.
While you're resting, you kind of sit there for a while, you're eating your gross food, you hear,
Check off.
and you hear a crunching
My beloved
as
Where?
bear.
Where?
Cheer!
You're awful.
I look around.
you want to play a card? No.
No.
Peter.
The bear is here. I got a 7.
It's a hard check. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can't see anything.
I can't see anything.
I very quietly try to get up and like gather everyone together to keep moving.
Sure.
Cool.
Play a card to be quiet.
What kind of check is it?
A quiet check, just any check. You playing a card?
Am I told? Am I
Oh,
being
sorry.
told what
Yeah,
category
forgot
it
how
is?
this game works. Let's say I want this to be hard. This bear doesn't have any eyes. He's got good hearing, good smelling.
And I don't have a plus. None of my skills are helpful. It doesn't matter if I'm brave. I pulled a random card and I got a 10. Yay!
You
Sorry, I slid in your mouth there and said it with you.
Hey, get out of my mouth!
you managed to quietly get up and grab everyone.
Yeah.
Wake everyone up. Everyone's kind of like, they go to say stuff and you put your hand over their mouth to keep them quiet and gesture. Let's go. And it's kind of like, it's starting to get late now, but since the kids had a nap, they're kind of more ready to go.
Yeah.
And you start to walk through the forest in the dark. The whistling's sort of like ever present. You can hear it near you, but it doesn't sound like it's necessarily coming directly at you.
Yeah. I just try to keep moving for kind of as long as we can keep going. I mean, we're just going along the cliffside. We don't necessarily need navigation because we can't really do anything else but go along the cliff. And we've got a compass in our hands.
In front of our hands.
Yeah, I was going to say in front of us, then I remembered I have hands to hold things.
You trudge through the forest and kind of like trying to keep everyone quiet. I'm going to need everyone, aside from Lucy, because Lucy already made the hard check. Everyone's going to make a moderate check to see whether or not they can stay quiet. One of the kids got a 6, one of them got a 7.
Okay.
I got a 9.
You're all very quiet. But Red Wing points upwards. Dad's up on that cliff.
Fuck.
I just kind of put my arms out to everyone to keep everyone like still.
And you hear a and a. The whistling stops for a moment. All you can hear is this crunch. A tree next to you bends with the weight as the bear starts to approach you guys.
Can we see it now?
You can see it now.
Visitor, do you have another one of those torches?
I can make one, but not real quick.
Do I still have mine, or did we use it to start the fire?
It would have been out by now no matter what. So no, you don't. It's not like a torch where it just lasts. It's not like a video game torch. Goes out.
As quietly as I can, I pick up Bernie and
Chuck him to the side. Distraction, run!
because I know bears can climb trees and stuff, but I want them out of the way. I put him up in a branch on a tree and stay there. I try to do the same with
Red Wing?
Red Wing.
Okay, make a check. Hard. You can use your upper body strength for this.
Cool. I pass.
Cool. You grab the 2 boys. You push them through. Scrabble up onto the tree.
Stay quiet and stay there.
They kind of nod scared as the bear starts to approach you guys.
It
can hear you whispering, right? But it can't quite make out exactly where you are, and it's clearly sniffing the area.
I'm going to take an offensive position. I just pulled the fingers at my fellow castmates.
I feel like we all kind of start moving around, so we're all kind of not all clustered together, and I give Visitor the hatchet I was using earlier for firewood.
Thank you.
I've moved. I moved myself the closest to the bear out of everyone, just trying to fill that fatherly role of protecting my family and friends.
Alright, everyone play a card.
It's not good. 2.
You pull out a 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, as you pass the hatchet over to Visitor, your foot, you stand on a branch, crack,
Yeah.
and the bear leaps at you. I'm going to
Okay.
do the bear's health. Bear has 3 health points. He's going to attack you. 2, 1. You win.
I did.
The contention. The bear leaps at you, but it's still blind, so you have enough time to sort of dodge out of the way. It turns around and growls. It's going to swipe, but it swipes kind of blindly at nothing.
Yeah, and
Where
then
you are.
after it's swiped and its hands down, that's when I go for it.
Sure.
And I try to make a dive at it.
Sure.
Ready?
Yeah.
11, because I have +2 to hit.
Oy.
Far enough.
6 damage.
6 damage. And put it on the jack.
Scrap's about to solo this bear fight.
I currently have more health in it, but it has a third card. So it can take a piece of damage. I also only have 4 cards left.
The bear growls.
I think it's Bear Grylls.
You played the highest card, so you can go next.
Thank you. Yeah, I want to attack the bear. I want to swing my head and try and hammerhead this
This
bear.
shit.
Yeah, it's gonna
Sure
say
thing.
shark.
You can play cards from your hand if you want for attacking.
I know, but I did. Okay, here we go.
3, 2, 1.
I played an 8 +2 to hit.
3. You hit the bear.
I do. So now I'm going to deal damage randomly. 4 damage. Damn.
4 damage. It's going to stack that on the jack again. It's got 1 more health on that card. Which is good, because there's no such thing as 1 damage.
So I'm right next to the bear. I just got handed the hatchet. I'm just gonna bury the hatchet. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, champ.
Ew. It was bury the hatchet, the joke, like, under, or was it also...
There was bear part of
Yeah,
it,
was that
yeah.
also? Okay, cool. A twofer.
Bear. R.E. The hatchet. Sending an
Bear
email.
down for midterms. Ace.
So I miss.
And the bear's going to go ahead, and it's going to... Who should attack first? Bear has 2 attacks.
Okay.
Similar to D&D, right?
Okay.
It does have the right to bear arms.
Yeah. Bear's going to go ahead and swipe at...
The 2 people that did damage?
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out which one of you it would swipe at. Because I'm guessing... So this is what happened with the hatchet. You tried to swing the hatchet at it, but at this point the bear is kind of wise into the fact that it's getting hit.
Yeah.
Sort of swings itself out of the way.
Sure.
Here's the hatchet coming. Bear turns to... Shork, who just hit it, and charges forward and sort of just goes for a big clean slap.
I rolled a 4.
8. And that's your unlucky suit as a heart.
It is.
So that's going to be a 9 to hit you, which, you know, already won, but... And then that's 8. 6 plus 8 damage.
Put the 6 on your 7 and the 8 on your
Yeah.
10.
Shit.
So you can still take 2 more hits.
It's a big bear, guys.
It is.
It's going to turn to you.
I dive at it again and try to keep its focus on me.
It's got another attack.
Was that not it? Because that's 2... You gave it 2 attacks.
Yeah, 2 damage. 2 damage cards. It's a bear, guys.
Yeah, but you... Okay,
It's
whatever.
got 2 attacks. Each attack does 2 damage cards.
Okay.
This is a bear,
Okay.
not a person,
You
guys.
just didn't say that. Okay.
What kind of animal is this?
It's a bear. It's a big bear.
It's a plan.
It's a 4 to try and hit you.
I'm going to do random because we meant to do it at the same time.
Yeah, it's fine. No, well, it doesn't matter. I don't care. You can
Either
be the 4.
Either way, I passed it.
Yeah.
Cool.
The bear swing and a miss.
And I swing back.
Sure thing.
Just trying to be, onto it. I did a bad job.
Oh no.
Not a good.
It's fine.
Bear defends.
Trace done.
Good turn.
I swing to hit again.
Sure thing.
I feel like you should be keeping back, but that's fine.
No. Hammerhead.
Be nice to have someone die.
No, it wouldn't.
For me, it would.
Are we ready to hit?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Ace to king. Oh, the king doesn't count.
Well, an ace beats a 4.
It does.
Ace kind of wins everything. If I gotten a joker, but...
Hit him.
Dealing damage, 7.
Okay, give me that. I guess get rid of the jack. No more jack.
Yeah, I smash him with my hammerhead, and you know,
Yeah.
having seen it dodge Scrap's attack, I use that to my advantage and swing from the other side.
Yeah, and when you do that, you smash into its like antler, which shatters,
Ooh.
and its blood starts like sort of pouring out from the eye area, the eye socket. That's what they're called.
I'm just gonna try to hit it again with the hatchet. Probably the blade part of it.
Yeah, go give it a try.
Yeah.
Ace.
Mm.
But that's not good because that means one. That's kind of good because it means one less ace for attacking.
Yeah. I just full on miss again.
Can I yell at it?
Sure.
I just kind of yell so it focuses on me.
Sure thing. Do you want it to use both its attacks on you?
That's what I want.
Okay, sure. Here's the first one.
I mean,
Ready?
I haven't taken any damage yet, and
Neither.
I'm quite defensive.
I haven't taken any damage yet either.
Okay.
You should take the initiative and try to get hit.
Ready?
Oh, yeah.
2, 1.
Ah.
By
One of them hits me.
And then we'll just do damage for that now.
Mhm.
2 and a joker.
I take out my queen. Ready for the next attack.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
I don't get hit a second time.
No. You lose your queen, but you keep your fox. You keep your ace up your sleeve. And yeah, now it's your turn. As the bear sort of like slashes at you, it hits you really hard. And you feel, you know that arm that you hurt earlier?
Yeah.
You feel that break. Like you feel it crunch. But you're fucking packed with adrenaline. You're good to go. You still feel great.
I keep that kind of arm closer, like, into my chest. But I still have another arm that has claws on it. And I try to swipe at its face and try to get its other eye. Even though the eye doesn't have anything in it. Cool, I do hit it.
Yeah, you do.
9.
9 damage. Put that on the ace. Playing with strategy, guys.
I'm then gonna swing and hit with my hammerhead.
Go off.
I'm gonna draw randomly.
Don't
yeah,
hit.
you beat me. I miss my attack. I just swing and I miss.
Swing and a miss.
I think I'm gonna hit exactly where the bear is, but like because the bear's in motion, I swing and his Michael Grant's gone.
Your turn.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna swing a hatchet at the bear.
Okay. Shadane. 3, 2, 1. 9.
I can use my queen.
Yeah, so you got +1 there.
Yeah.
So that's a tie. And
Yeah.
if it meets, it beats. So you can hit.
Hey-oh.
Yeah, your queen still exists. The passive.
6 damage.
Sure.
Takes out one of them either way.
Yeah. Get rid of the ace.
Woo!
Now it's only got 2 health left.
Not what I would have done.
You would have left the... Oh, that's true. It's probably a better strategy.
Yeah.
Oh, well. This is a bear. He's not thinking. Sure.
It's a bear.
And
He's just focusing on the bare necessities.
you've just hit this bear, so it's going to try and hit you
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
7.
5, 6. Yeah.
You're going to take some damage.
Yeah.
5 and queen. And it's going to do its second attack. Should I do it to you, Troy?
I mean, I did just swing at it.
Sure. Why not? Let's keep it exciting. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's
4.
queen. I've got to play again. Oh, 2. +1 to defend. Yeah. No, +2. So that's a 4.
If it meets, it beats. What's your lucky and unlucky?
Spades and hearts.
Unlucky's hearts, which means +1 to this.
Damn.
So
So
that's
you
gonna be-
beat.
And that's 4 and a 9 for damage. So you're down.
I am down. That's going to take out both of my health cards completely.
Okay, so now we get into how death and unconsciousness works. You're going to completely reshuffle your entire deck, including your hand and these king cards, everything.
I'm
And
down.
You have to try and draw either a joker or your lucky suit in 3 goes. Otherwise, your character is dead.
Guys, I can't shuffle. Does
I'll
somebody
shuffle.
want to shuffle for
I will
me?
shuffle for you.
Make sure you get that right in the mic.
It does specifically say, shuffle your deck, or ask someone else if you don't know how. Good work following
Thank
instructions.
you, thank you.
You read the rules.
So the bear took me down.
Yeah.
So you've got 3 chances, and you've got to get your lucky suit or a joker.
Is this
Well-
just from the top of my deck?
Yeah,
What am I
you
doing?
draw your first card first, let's say.
3 of clubs. That's neither of my suits.
Okay. We'll keep tension by having Lucy hit the guy. Hit the bear.
And if I have 1 card left, I'm going to overwhelm, aren't I?
It's when you play your last card, you overwhelm.
Okay. I'm going to try hit it.
3, 2, 1.
6 and 6.
I've got
Lucy's
+2 to hit.
Yep. And so you hit.
Bang.
Alright. And get your last card for damage.
8.
And this bear collapses. Fucking dead.
Hooray!
Sorry. This
I
bear
don't
collapses
say.
to the ground. Fucking dead. But there's another thing that's pretty much fucking dead.
Oh, it's me!
Draw a card.
Oh no, another 3, but
But
this
that's
time
a
it's of
spades.
spades. My lucky suit. So I
Live.
stabilize.
You're back up. You have 1 health card, which you can draw at random. Actually, it's just... Oh, that would be such a fun rule, but it's not in the rules. Draw a random card. Wouldn't it be fun if the card that you draw to like bring you back to life is the card that you use
Is your health card?
as your health card? Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd
but I
be
feel
cool.
like I can't say that rule now because you have... It would give you 3 health. But that would be cool. So draw a random card for your health.
So just from top of my deck?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
Whose voice was in my mouth? Draw 7 new cards, or?
Yep, draw 7 new cards.
I guess we help you to your feet and we carry on.
Shark, are
Get
you
the
okay?
kids out of the tree.
Big brother!
Yeah, just a little bit of a hammerhead injury.
I thought you died, big brother.
No, he just battered me around a bit. It wasn't He didn't cut me or anything.
I can't believe you guys killed an actual real bear. That thing's freaking huge. And it is freaking huge. It's like the size of like double the size of a normal bear. It's big.
I mean, it's real cold. We
Double
could
dare.
try and skin the beer, have some beer skin. We could keep going. We could
You
use
can
it for
drink
food.
its piss. That's how they get beer.
I think we should keep going because if there's anything around that can smell blood, not just you, Shulk, we don't want to be anywhere near the corpse.
Yeah.
Plus, Dad said that the camp was like only a day away. I don't know if he said that to me.
I think he did.
He said it
Yeah.
to all of us.
It's only a day away, so it's
We might be close,
been
yeah.
a day-ish.
So we keep going.
We keep going.
We keep going.
We keep going.
You guys head through the woods, head back towards that cliff. Well, you're on the cliff.
We're on this side of the cliff, yeah.
Yeah, you head towards the you follow the cliff, and you see that the forest is starting to thin out, and there's a lot more like chopped down trees.
Yeah.
You've exited the wilderness essentially, and you can see that you're starting to head towards civilization. And you see a gas station ahead. On top of it, you see a guy, like a short little. Can't really tell from that far away, but you can see a little kid sitting up there. He kind of jumps up and goes,
I give him a big wave.
Okay, do you want to explain what that was?
Oh, yeah,
This
we're
is an
recording.
audio podcast.
he sort of gestures wildly around, like as if he hasn't seen anyone for a while. And when you give the wave, he waves back.
I guess this is it.
I guess so. I look back towards, like, can we still sort of see the cliff?
Yeah.
thing? I take a big look, see if I can see you know who.
Go ahead and play a card.
I'm gonna make it a good one. So that's 12.
You scan the horizons, and you scan along the cliff, and you don't see him. But then you look, and you recognize something that you've seen before, and it's something that probably only you would spot from your years of sitting atop the house and tracking. You see some horns poking through the trees, not too far away from you.
How far are we from the gas station, kid?
10-minute walk?
Okay.
Probably less than that. I'd say more like a 5-minute walk.
Yep.
Maybe.
I say to Shork and Scraps, he's still following us. Let's get the little ones in front and like sort of hurry on.
And we keep going towards the gas station.
Yeah. You head towards, and as you get closer, you can see more of that like kid up there who's like kind of scrambled down and come back up a couple times. He's got these like eyes that look like they're just massive eyes, and they kind of have almost like a glassy sheen over them, like a greeny glassy sheen. And he shouts at you guys. He says, "Halt! Who are ya?"
I'm Scraps.
I'm Visitor.
I'm Shork, and these are my brothers.
I'm Redwing.
Bernie.
Kermie.
We're looking for a new place, I guess.
Okay, well, if you come on through here, I can see if we can sort you out. Okay?
Sounds good.
And you head in to the camp. You get to the gas station, and you drop the kids off there. And a couple weeks go by,
Oh shit.
and life's pretty peaceful in this gas station. The kids have made a real home of it. It was like a real big gas station before. It was like one of those ones, like an old gas station that was on the highway, that like basically was someone's home.
Yeah.
So it was also like a convenience store kind of thing as
there
well.
was just like there's tons of places to sleep, and like there's a couple kids that live there.
Truck stop, kind of.
There's Nocule, who's
The binoculars.
the binocular-eyed kid, and there's Shrimp, and there's Grebo, and
That's a Star Wars man.
and there's Slab, and those are sort of the kids that live there. They're all pretty young, and they sort of are like, as you like sort of tell them over the time, as you tell them about like where you're from and stuff like that, because they ask you that when you arrive. They sort of have this sort of, they're like, oh yeah, we know about old Moosehead. He used to come by here and drop our food every now and then.
No.
Oh yeah, okay. So he's gone, you reckon?
Most
Probably,
likely.
but we don't know.
Yeah.
On the first night of us sitting around, I cut up the Snickers bar and hand some out to everyone as well.
And the
Aww.
kids have a fucking nosh of a time, but also, yeah, I mean, it's just a great time. Everyone's
Yeah.
loving their chocolate. You get to eat the wrapper.
And it's still got a bit of chocolate on. Yummy.
But are you guys ever curious about what happened to Moosehead? Do you
No.
ever...
I mean, yeah. Shockingly, I'm a little bit curious every now and again.
Curious in the sense of I want to know, but not curious enough to risk going out to find him.
I'd probably go out every now and then just to like get my forest time.
Yeah.
Your alarm goes off on your phone. Forest time.
Okay. Would you go out, do you think?
By myself,
Yeah.
every now and again, I probably would like go out and try and sense things, see if I can smell them, see if I can find them. But I wouldn't like be putting others at risk. I'd just go by myself, and only when like I had an excuse, like I'd be like, I'm gonna go look for wood, or I'm gonna go find us some food, and then I would go off and try and find my father.
Yeah.
But never stray too far from the camp or my brothers or friends.
Yeah. One day, when you're walking through the sort of cliff area, you're keeping safe, you know, to the cliff. I meant, like, you
Wearing
two
a
probably
collar.
went together.
Well, if
'Cause
he goes out like alone a lot, then like maybe sometimes I would just sort of like stealth behind him just to like keep an eye on.
And you go out, and you can hear, every now and then you hear that familiar,
Yeah.
just in the trees and around the cliffs and stuff like that.
Do I ever successfully smell them or like get whiffs?
You can't smell anything. And you
Damn.
think, whatever would have been your dad, he's feral now. It's probably not even got the same scent. And you find on a tree, leaned up against a tree one day, a big backpack. And in the backpack is all of your dad's stuff. And it was this huge tramping bag where he kept all of his things and his snacks and all this canned food he brought and a bunch of stuff like that.
gave you the
me
little one.
his
He gave you
little
his
pack.
little one.
So this is the big pack. Oh, I'm so upset. It's like tied to the tree so that like animals weren't getting into it, or it's like ravaged.
It's like tied up to the tree, and inside the bag you find a little notebook. It's like a diary almost, and you can read through it, and it's this long diary breaking down his time. You know, it's like the time that he's had while out in the wilderness and stuff, and
As in like from his life, not from
Yeah,
while
from
he's
his
been
life.
separated from me and my family, right?
no. And
Day one of no kids. Relax.
fucking sick.
Set a beer on them today while I drink a few cold ones.
And you get to the last page, and it's not dated because there's not really a concept of dates anymore. It's just sort of like day whatever so and so,
Mm-hmm.
and it says, if you're reading this, then I'm already gone, and I'm sorry that I couldn't have been a better dad for you, but I'm still really proud of you guys, all the kids, and even Visitor and Scraps. They're not my kids, but they felt like my own. If you're reading this, Quaven, I wish I could have been a better dad to you, and hopefully you didn't see me at my worst. And then it sort of just trails off. And, you know, if you read the previous passages, you know, it's like the last one before that was the day before you went away, or the day before he went away, rather, the day before he disappeared. So it's almost like he might have realised that he was starting to go.
Quaven cries, and it's been a long time since he's cried. Like, through all the combat with bears and everything in the woods, watching his mum die and everything, it's been a long time since he's cried, but this is where he does just break down. And then he takes a deep breath and flicks back a couple of pages to where he thinks the day his mum died would be.
There's not much written on that day. It's just a single note that says, I love you, Louise. And that's it.
Shawk is like, God, I wish I could read.
I homeschooled you.
No, yeah.
I sort of come out of stealth when he's like finished reading the book, and I put out my hand and I just say, was it a tough fight?
I hand you the book into your open hand and just fall
Uh-oh.
and just kind of collapse to my knees.
Fair enough.
Can I draw to cry?
And that's Gore.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I like Gore. I like playing with cards because I have really pretty cards.
That was heaps
Good
of fun.
work, team.
I had a lot of fun. I wish I made a more exciting character.
I wish I could have used my Digimon cards, but they don't have jokers in them, so I wasn't allowed.
And next week we will have R or Poke Boys, depends on what's ready. Or next time.
Join us next time for more Homebrewed
Yeah.
Season Quest.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yay.
Thanks for listening. You can find us at Season Quest Pod on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you want, we might post the rules. I guess that's not really helpful. We might post the rules for Gore. Who knows?
If you want the rules for Gore or Lucy's Law or Poke Boys, let us know.